Hello everybody, it's Paul from LastLevelTech, and first of all, before I get into this video, I'd just like to wish, seeing this is the first video of 2014, wish all my subscribers a happy new year, and wish you all the best for your technology needs. And what you've got in front of you at the moment is the Cooler Master V1200 series power supply. Now, the story I had with this was just before, kind of like in November, early December time. I was using in my PC a Cooler Master Silent Pro Gold, which was also 1200 watt, and it was giving me some issues with the fan not kind of spinning correctly, and then sometimes it would make an audible noise from the fan when it wasn't spinning correctly. So I got in touch with Cooler Master. It had been over the year warranty with the purchase outlet that I bought it from originally, but of course it's a kind of a 2-year kind of warranty with at least in Europe anyway, for electronic equipment with the manufacturer. So I went back to the manufacturer, Cooler Master, and said, this is what I'm having. I said, fine, send it in to us, all boxed up and everything else if I had them, which I do, and we'll take a look and we'll get you a replacement one sent out as soon as possible. Now the process took a little bit longer than I was expecting, and I was kind of hoping, obviously, anybody who has a Steam sale or has a PC and looks forward to the Steam sales at Christmas knows that that's the best time to be really playing your games. And I kind of said, listen, you know, I'm hoping to have a new power supply ASAP before Christmas, and they eventually came out and admitted, listen, there's a problem, we don't have the stock at the moment. That particular model which I had before was now discontinued. It'll have to be in the new year, and they apologised profusely. To be very fair, the agent that I dealt with at the time was perfect throughout the whole conversation that I had with him. He was very courteous, he was always up front. Always responded pretty quickly on time on emails as well, so I can't fault Cooler Master for their customer service, I must admit. And he said, listen, just wait until the new year, we'll get you the other one and we'll hopefully have a little bit extra for you. So I wasn't really expecting it, but from what I can gather, what they've sent me is the Cooler Master V1200 series, and I don't think this is actually out in the shops yet. It's not even listed on their website, which is interesting. The V1000 series is on the website, but not the 1200. So what I'm going to do now is give you a look at the box, and we'll go and unbox it, I guess, and see what's inside. So this is obviously the outside. So power supply, fully modular cables, easy cable management, 100% Japanese electrolyte and solid capacitors, 0 dBA fanless operation under 30% load. Nice features. Inside we've got the usual V1200 series. There's a purple kind of box on the side here. Got more information, the model number, some serial numbers, all that kind of other jazz. Other information, DC output, total power output. So yeah, you're looking at 1200 watts. Okay, DC power. Yeah, that's fine. Connectors for motherboard, SATA, 12 SATA connectors, 4-pin peripheral. Let's have a look and see if I can maybe show you that, if that is any closer to being better to view. You can see what's inside, what they say is inside anyway. On the back of the box, we've got a hybrid fan controller, hybrid on, hybrid off, V1200 efficiency. So there it says, okay, motherboard 20 by 4, 1 pin, CPU 4 by 4, 2 of those, PCIe 6 by 2 pin, 12 of those, SATA 12 of those, peripherals, so your Molex connector is 4 pin with 9 of those, and a floppy 4 pin is 1 of those. And in English it says on the back, I'm going to have to actually lift it up, and maybe you can see it if I read it. So 135mm FDB silent fan equipped with hybrid mode control. Powerful single plus 12 volt rail, capable of delivering up to 100 amps, 80 plus gold certified, up to 93% efficiency. Excellent output voltage stability, ensures total wattage regulation under 1%. 12 PCIe 6 plus 2 pin connectors for 4-way SLI and high-end solution builds. All sounds pretty good to me. So let's do the duty and actually take it out of the wrapping and open it up. as excited as you can get with a power supply, but I'm pretty excited. Okay, get enough to do this. Yep, okay, safe enough. Box to one side. Take the cellophane out of the way. So we've got the Cooler Master box itself. This obviously pulls out, opens up. And we're greeted with our limited warranty details, usual kind of stuff you've probably seen 100 times before. Some installation instructions in here, connectors description, all that kind of stuff, usual stuff. Okay, so hybrid fan controller. Wasn't expecting this, but cool all the same. So we've got some cable ties, and okay, so a little connector that goes on the back of your PC with a little switch on it. So either on or off, and the connector that obviously goes into the power supply itself. Okay, cool. You can use that, and then we've got the usual assortment of goodies cable-wise from Cooler Master, all neatly packaged up, which you can see. PCIe connectors, motherboard connectors, lots of PCIe connectors. And one side. Of course, it's obviously a fully modular power supply, which is nice. We've got power cable for, not for me, because that looks like it's a European model, which is no good, but that's fine. I have a cable for that. And all the kind of modular Molex connectors and SATA connectors, so that's fine. We can put that to one side as well and use the power supply itself. Ooh. Also inside a Cooler Master custom little case or bag, I should say. And here we go. Here is the Cooler Master V1200 series. Nice big fan on it anyway. So on the side we can see all the, there's the hybrid fan connector obviously, and then we've got our motherboard connectors and all the other connectors obviously then for PCIe and SATAs and everything else that we want to put in. So 6-pin PCIe, 8-pin CPU, motherboard, 18-pin motherboard, and 5-pin HDD or SATA connectors, and 10-pin motherboard connector. All completely modular. Yeah, that's interesting. Where does the... oh no, yeah, that's fine. Wondering where that other connector was. Okay, so inside we've got the usual switching information. The model number is there. RS-C00-AB-BA-G1. 80 plus gold certified. And you can see all the capacitors and everything else inside there from the back side. Great big button for on and off as well. So that is the Cooler Master V1200 series. And yeah, I'm going to try this out now and see how I get on with it. So thanks for watching, and as per usual, if you like this video, please rate and subscribe. Hey everybody, I've decided to come back with just a quick addendum to my video from before. And mainly look at the back of the box. Here you'll see a little bit more information about this hybrid fan controller and what it does when the hybrid mode is on and hybrid mode is off. You can see it's kind of flicking between 230 volts and 115 volts. And actually show you, there is the V1200 all lined up nicely inside my case here, which is a Fractal Design R4. It's way overkill at the moment, the power supply, for what I've got. There's 3 hard drives in there, an SSD and 2 normal SATA hard drives. GTX 680s and SLI. 3770K at 4.7 GHz with the H100i radiator, and as you can see the Noctua fans rather than the horrible Corsair ones that come with the H100i. You'll probably have seen a previous video I've done on my YouTube channel before. So yeah, but that's the that is the actual power supply fitted, and currently it's set in hybrid mode. So if I go ahead and turn the computer on, you'll see the fan spin and then it'll stop. And the machine will just boot up normally, Windows will boot up normally, but the fan will not start up again. It's nice and quiet. Don't really hear any more particular noise from it. But on the back I have got the little switch on the back. If I go ahead and find it and hit the switch, you should notice the fan actually starts to spin. And so it's probably difficult to see on this camera angle, but the fan is actually spinning now when it's flipped onto normal mode. You can flick it on the fly, no real problem. The machine still stays stable. But that's what it looks like. I have to say, I like the cable management side of things. Obviously it's completely modular like we went through before. One PCI cable for each graphics card, one cable for all the SATA drives that I needed, the power to SATA drives. I think it gives you 4 connectors on one cable. The Molex connectors, I think there's 3 connectors on one cable, which I use just to power some fans. But apart from that, it's excellent. I'm very impressed with Cooler Master, and I have to say thank you for their support given the problems I had with the previous model. Can't recommend them enough, and that's the V1200 series. So again, if you liked the video, please rate and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.